I'm actually on my way to class right now, the class that introduced me to some of the information that I'm going to share with you in this video today. I joined the gym a few months ago and I was looking at the course calendar trying to find classes that I'd like to take, and there was one in there that was called ROM. I looked at the description. It said it was about improving your range of motion, and I thought, well, I'd like to be able to touch my toes. I ended up going to class and learning that it was about a whole lot more than being able to touch your toes. If there's just one video you watch this year that's about improving your physical health, this needs to be the one. Stick around to find out why you need these kinds of balls in your life. Dog here, and she seems to think all of these are her toys, but today I'm going to talk about all different kinds of balls. There are smooth ones, spiky ones, this one especially she thinks is her toy. There are smaller ones and bigger ones. Some are squishy and some are harder, though I will explain later in the video why the squishy ones are better for you to use. So stick around and we'll get right to it. So it's important first to talk a little bit about fascia, because a lot of people aren't even aware what fascia is. A big part of how massage balls are going to help is by working with your fascia. Fascia is connective tissue in our body that surrounds our muscles, our bones, our nerves, our organs. It provides protection, support, flexibility, mobility. Fascia also facilitates the movement of nutrients and waste in the body. Why would you even want to use massage balls? Why do you care about fascia? Ever have a week off work or go on a long car ride and your back is sore or your knees are sore or your butt is sore? That's fascia at work. Some fascia is made of collagen fibers, which provide strength for the body, but it can also cause areas in your body to tighten. Fascia is also made up of elastin fibers, which help provide flexibility and mobility for the body. Think of an elastic. If it's too stiff and you try and stretch it, you're not going to get much movement. Some fascia helps reduce friction between different tissues. When you injure yourself or you have a surgery, fascia will strengthen in certain areas to provide support, but sometimes this can backfire as well. Stress can also cause fascia to become tight, and all this tightness can lead to balance issues and pain and injury. Knee or hip pain is often caused by issues in the foot. Jaw pain can be caused by neck tightness. Just like fascia, the issues that tightness can cause in the body are all connected, and using a massage ball or a set of massage balls can help alleviate a lot of issues that tightness can cause. Rolling out an area that's been injured or putting light pressure in that area with a massage ball also help with lymphatic drainage, which is going to help the area heal quicker as well. But I bashed my foot a few days ago and it's all bruised right around this area. I can still work the area gently and keep that fascia from stiffening up and help the area to heal. Another thing that can happen when you have tightness in the body is that you can have nerves that are trapped. A few years ago, I went for a massage with an RMT, and I was mentioning how I have numbness in my thigh area, and he told me that it was probably meralgia paresthetica. I hope I'm getting that right. What that is there's compression of a nerve called the lateral femoral cutaneous nerve that causes pain and sensations of burning or numbness in the thigh area. Rolling out this area with the massage balls on my thigh has helped a lot. And also you can use a bigger ball like this and you can just place it. Sometimes there's impingement of the nerve right here in that kind of scoopy area. And because the nerve, a lot of nerves in the body travel very far, farther than we think. And the nerve kind of travels from up here and then comes down into your thigh. And so having a ball, and you can either use a big ball like this because it's softer. You don't want to use a hard ball in that area right there, but you can use a bigger ball like this, or the Pilates balls that are kind of weighted but they have give. You can use them in that area as well, and it will really help to just relieve some of that tightness in that area. Working with fascia can also stimulate the nervous system. By working deep into the connective tissue, therapy balls can help to relax your body and activate the parasympathetic nervous system so that it down-regulates your nervous system and helps you to feel less stressed. It's likely that after you use massage balls, you're going to feel more relaxed, less stressed out, and not just for that moment, but often for the whole day. Avoid bony areas, so your xiphoid process here, the part where your ribs come together and there's that little bony protrusion, you're going to want to avoid that. Don't roll it directly on your tailbone. These balls are really handy because they do have some give, and you can use them in bony areas where that area is in the center and then you're actually rolling on the sides of where the bone is. It's really meant to be used on soft tissue and to help that tissue to release, that fascia to release. You also don't want to roll it on your throat. We're trying to stay alive. You can use the balls in your perineum area, but you don't want to be sticking the balls in anywhere. Second guideline would be to stop if you feel sharp pain. If you feel a slight ouch in the area, like a deep pressure into the muscle, that's okay. A little bit of heat in the area is okay, but you don't want to feel any sharp pain. These are a few of the different sizes. So this one would be similar to the pressure of a thumb. This one would be similar to the pressure of a palm, like if you were getting a massage and someone was pushing with their palm. And this would be similar to the pressure of an elbow. The size of ball that you use, usually you can kind of use the size of your muscle as a gauge. That's one way you can do it. So for example, if you were working your calf muscle, then you could use one of the bigger balls a lot of the time. I know underneath my calf, it gets very, very tight. And if I use this one to roll, especially sometimes I can cross my legs and roll my calf with this ball, and I get just the right amount of pressure. If you have a smaller area that you want to work, sometimes the smaller ball is better. If you use something like this, you'll actually sometimes feel pressure deeper into an area. You can use them alone or you can use them together in a tote like this. And this is really helpful because if I want to work near my shin or my knee, I can kind of just put that in the groove here and then roll back and forth. And it really feels great because it works both sides. This is also a great idea when you're working on your neck area. You can roll up and down, or you can also move side to side so it kind of grabs some of the skin. There are different movements that are very beneficial when you're using massage balls. You can compress, so where you just, for example, if you're working on your feet, you can compress your foot into the ball. Even with your hands, you can push into the ball and then release. You can do a shearing motion where you let the ball catch your skin and you move side to side. So that really helps to loosen up adhesions that may be between the surface layer and the deeper layers of fascia. You can do a pin and stretch or joint movement. So you could use the ball, say, on your upper back area, and then you move your arm and that will move the fascia in different ways as well. You can move the ball along the grain of a muscle. You can also move it sideways back and forth, which is also called strumming. You can also do a contract and a relax. So if you wanted, you could lie, if I was on my stomach, you could lie on your stomach and contract that muscle so that the ball is pushing harder into the area, and then release the muscle. You can just sit the ball on a shoulder area, roll around till you feel a sticky spot. You might think of it as where you think you have a knot in a muscle, and you can just sit the ball in that area and breathe and relax over the ball in that area, and it will help release the tension and help the fascia to release in that area as well. You can do a rolling motion so that the balls are rolling back and forth over an area. You can sometimes feel a muscle area jumping, and it's really good to work on that area because that means that's a really tight area where the fascia has tightened a lot. You can use massage therapy balls to work out from head to toe. You can use a massage therapy ball on your scalp. That feels really nice. You can use it behind your ear. You can use it on larger areas like your calves, your hamstrings, your gluteus maximus. One area that this ball is really good for is around your face, your temple area. I get really tight right behind here because I clench my jaw. Sometimes I can even just lay on that side. I do recommend that you work the feet every single day because we are often on our feet a lot every single day. And also too, working the feet has one of the biggest effects on the rest of the body because our feet are supporting our whole body. So a lot of the time, if you work on the feet, it's going to benefit your knees, it's going to benefit your hips. It can benefit you basically from head to toe sometimes just by working on your feet. One of the great things about therapy balls compared to a roller is that they're so portable and easy to bring around. So this ball specifically, the Alpha ball, is excellent to bring in the car with you. You can sit it under your bum, and when you're in the car, you're not going to have the same tightness. So a lot of the time when you get out of the car, you have lower back pain, and often your ass even feels super tight. So this is really handy because it helps keep that muscle relaxed and keeps it from tensing up. Also, if you're someone who sits a lot and say you don't have the therapy ball with you, when you get home, just put it under your bum and roll around. You could call it painting your bum with the ball. You can try lifting your leg, lowering your leg. Exercises like that will really help loosen up that area as well. You can use therapy balls in the car. You can use them at home. You can bring them on a plane. You can bring the smaller balls and roll out your feet regularly wherever you go. Just leave them in your car glove box. Recently I went to a gift exchange and I actually gave a set of the Therapy Plus balls as the gift in the Secret Santa. And it's just like, oh my gosh, my feet are so sore. I wish I had my therapy balls with me so I could roll out my feet right now. This ball I often use just when I'm laying on my bed so I can sit it under my stomach and take deep breaths, and it helps me relax and it helps do a little massage of your internal organs. I can stick this ball under my chest when I'm laying on my stomach in bed, and it actually helps release the tightness in my back when I just lay on it and breathe. It helps relax me as well. And when you use this on your stomach, it helps to activate your parasympathetic nervous system, and it can often help to relax you as well. If you want more pressure, I would say lay on a more firm floor, so maybe a hardwood floor with a yoga mat on top. If you want a little less pressure, then I would say lay on a carpeted floor or use the balls against the wall. You can get a little more control, and sometimes it's easier to move as well. But I find sometimes if I put this ball under my bum, then I can work on my upper back area with these balls at the same time. There are all different ways you can use them. You can do massage therapy in the morning, you can do it at night. There's a reason why dogs often stretch first thing in the morning. Stretching helps to get that fascia that's been growing all the time, and especially when you're still at night, it helps get that fascia moving. You can do it once a day, you can do it multiple times a day, you can do it once a week. Really, any amount is going to help you, but obviously the more you use the massage therapy balls, the more benefit you're going to get from them. Comparing these two, this one is really hard. There's pretty much no give to this one, whereas this one, there's quite a bit of give. This one is much better for your body. It's gentler. There are different sizes. There's the yoga tune-up balls. There's the Therapy Plus balls. There's the Alpha balls. The smaller the ball, the bigger the ouch. The bigger the ball, the smaller the ouch, but it depends on what area you use the balls in. If you were only going to buy one therapy ball or one set of therapy balls, I would recommend that you buy the Yoga Tune-Up Therapy Plus balls. These have the most flexibility. You can use pretty much any of these balls in various areas. This is my favorite one if I'm working on my feet, but you can use these ones on your feet as well. You can use them on your back area, your calves, your hamstrings. I just find that this size has the most flexibility if you're only going to get one set. But if you're going to get multiple sets, then I would say go with the Yoga Tune-Up balls. This ball is from Rad and it's pretty handy. I mainly use this one for my feet. I can also use it for my hands and it feels pretty good, but it actually comes apart. Not as easy as they say it is. Okay, so this one comes apart and then there's a little ball inside that you could actually use for working on your wrist or smaller areas as well. And I do find it beneficial, but honestly, how firm it is, I don't really enjoy it nearly as much as I enjoy these. And price-wise, they're very similar. One of the great things about these kinds of balls, and also this one, which is from Tune Up Fitness as well, these have some grip to them. It can help release tight fascia that's adhered between the superficial and the lower layers. I did also pick up a set on Amazon that came with multiple different items. It came with about 5 different items in a bag, but I really don't recommend the hard lacrosse balls. There are some that came in the set that were really helpful. This one's hard as well, but it's a spiky one, and there are some benefits to this when it comes to pressure points. And then this one is a smoother one. I really like this one because it rolls around. You might be wondering the difference between a roller and a tune-up ball or some kind of massage therapy ball. Rollers are great for warming up an area, moving an area, but they're not going to be as portable. And you also have more control of precision and how deep you go into the muscle groups with a ball like this. A lot of the movements that we do with the foam roller, we can also do with this set of toted balls, and we're going to get just as much benefit, if not more. I will share some links down below to some of these items where you can find them. There's one thing I've done in my life recently that's helped out in a huge way. It's helped with the meralgia paresthetica that I mentioned earlier in the video. Just rolling out my feet every day has been a huge benefit in pain I felt in my feet and my knees. Mentally as well, it's helped with relaxation, with stress relief. You can really do this anywhere in any amount of time and it will have a huge benefit. If you've used massage balls before, please leave your comments down below, share your experience. Also, if you watch this video and you start using massage balls to roll out different areas and you find benefits, please come back and share that as well so that everybody can benefit from your experience. After taking my first range of motion class, I thought the class could maybe be called Torture Yourself with Balls and Feel Better. And move it separate. Where I... Firkness. My dog is whining because she wants to play with all of these that I have. Fascia, your butt is in my shot, dog.